Yama ya chef wakwa ba me pim. I was Sports Live TVGH. I wish you a quick update on Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Na yini ni say Ghana Premier League ni first and Kotoko abo lesser matches ni na say or one outstanding gamer obo editia bobo ko friend say Nsoatreman FC. Now according to Ghana Football Association that's na Wednesday 3 p.m. Lejumedi no ebetimi atodwa ewo Obuasi Lenkley Sports Stadium na me no ka say Kotoko team no ewo Obuasi ewie and a team ko duru ye and 4 p.m. Kotoko a training ewo Obuasi Lenkley Sports Stadium with near cancer squad. Coach the friends of Prosper to Ogum. Edifu Kumase Kupium Awa near cancer Brekum, any Brekum Chelsea a boy, Ama Jumedi acquire 1-1. Na Kotoko. And there were a training, you know. Na a transfer coach the friends of Prosper to Ogum. Doctor, every Pimonafe, one name and some triple D Komakakra, na Otre Timino, Nahusi, and after injury situation, players bang, and a 4 point out, Toma, and that's now. Obetimi ayuzu omo wan so and omo anya available for Yakopon Yatoma edetina.
No time to rest. You are facing Nsoatreman tomorrow, a side that unfortunately got the better of us last season. What is the approach to this game, and what are you expecting from your opponents tomorrow?
Yeah, I think we need to try as much as possible to make sure that we bury the chances that come our way early in the game, so that we can settle into the game, have our rhythm, and then get into our flow and make sure that we play within our game structure. So I think if we are able to convert the chances early, it will give us some stability and then rhythm in the game.
Coach, you have a chance to close the gap on the top of the table. Does that put pressure on you, especially going to an outstanding fixture against an opposition which is not bad in terms of their improvement over the years? Does that make the challenge even more difficult, looking at the opposition?
Yeah, it depends on how it is managed by the technical staff and the players. It depends on how the interpretation is done to the players. They all know the magnitude of the victory in terms of where to place us on the league log. So they are already aware. A few of them have engaged me, and then it tells clearly that they know why we have to win tomorrow. So it's about we trying to manage their determination, manage their confidence, so that it doesn't affect them negatively, because the level of determination and the level of confidence should be managed in such a way that it turns into a positive energy that can be distributed positively throughout the game, so that we can get the result. So it's all about how we manage their interpretations.
Coach, officially, Patrick Essiedu wasn't named the man of the match in the last game, but a lot of followers of the game and then writers of the game are of the view that he was the best player in that game. How fulfilling is it for you, having missed your regular in terms of Esmat and Patrick coming in, slotting in perfectly?
Yeah, it's good for the team. It's good for the boy himself, because it tells that we have depth in the team. So if you have a very good player going out because of injury and somebody coming in, and then you don't feel the effect of the absence of the one who went out, it tells you that there's some depth in the team. So I think it's good for the team in terms of our team structure, in terms of our team cohesion. It's good because when a player comes in and he fits so easily into the game structure, and then I think it's good.
On Sunday, you made a couple of changes. Some were forced due to injuries. But in all, would you say there were lots of positive that you were so impressed about in Sunday's game, and then building on that, are we to expect finally your team getting these goals to make up for the numerous chances that in Sunday's game, and then building on that, are we to expect finally your team getting these goals to make up for the numerous chances that people are saying that we're creating but can't convert?
Yeah, I think the substitutions that we didn't make us lose. our structure and then the intensity and the flow of our game. Rather, it kept us at that level throughout the game, to the extent that we even had some last-minute chances that were very, obvious for us to convert. So if players come from the bench and they come and then you don't lose your structure, your shape on the field, you don't lose your intensity, then it's a clear indication that those on the bench are equally poised and ready for action. So I think the substitutions were good, and to some of them that was their first time of playing in the league. It was a good feel for them. Raman, Awuchi, that is Elvis Cheba, it was their first league games, and then when they came, they made impact in the team. So it's good for us as a team.
A lot of people are saying that after the game they are impressed for the mere fact that we have 3 youth players in the senior team who were also trying to make a point shoot that the opportunity had presented themselves. How fulfilling is it as a manager seeing these youngsters being in the team and the whole mood on the day, on the match day in the dressing room, saw you talking to them, and then how does it feel like in the coaching space having these youngsters around?
I think it's fulfilling, as you already said. When I spoke to them, especially in the dressing room, I realized they were just looking around, watching whatever was going on. It was a first-time experience for them. They were happy. And as a technical staff, we're also happy, because if you go to a venue like Brekum and then you have youth team players in your team, that you are ready as a manager to introduce them into the game, it tells the level of their talent and the level of confidence that the coach has in them. So it's a good step in the right direction. We'll keep talking to them, give them the needed confidence to be able to stay up there and focus, so that anytime the opportunity comes, they will be able to integrate into the team meaningfully. Remember, once we are able to integrate them meaningfully into the team, it will become a weapon and a property for the team, because these are our own players. We are grooming for the future, so it's good.
But how do you rate your opponents, their system, how they go about their game, and how difficult they are from the technical perspective?
They are a very good side. They have a very good coach. They are very good. I watch them in the African games, the Confederation Cup games. They can kick the ball very well. They are very athletic, and then they can run. They can cover a lot of grass on the field. So I think that in terms of possession, they can play. They are very confident on the ball. And then in terms of going on the counter attack, they look very swift and very direct at goal. They are very good goal scorers, and we need to make sure that as we try to score, we make sure that we keep our back clean and tight, so that if we lose the ball, we are not caught on a counter or on a fast break. So they are a very good side. The players they have are very good. And remember, they are coming from an African campaign. They've had experience. They are very confident that they can play. And as usual, any team that comes to play Kotoko comes to prove that they are very capable and well positioned. And that's going to make the game very interesting tomorrow.
Coach, are there any news on injuries? Any returning players or the injury update?
I think it stays the same. Samba is still not back. Babayaya, Tinedu, Esmat, they are all out of the team for now, and they are being attended to by the medical team. So as and when we think that they are ready, then we'll try to integrate them into the team through the appropriate process. So for now, that is it. The 4 players are still out. Samba, Tinedu, Babayaya, and then Esmat.
It's way and summer coach and friends of prosperity Ogum. Edu Tuja, Abro shares and trip. When you accompany out my way for the cost of water, and that's now you have nowhere to be than a of Wassel clay water, because Coach Prosperity Ogum, I assure will say nyankopon ya admeda tena victory ebeko enso etimi dem ontino aha sports like tv gh meda say nyankopon ya admeda tena update a ebebe bia no mede ba be som abere bia kai so be subscribe na fi wase for comment fatwo na bibia so etimi enko kama